Hello everyone and welcome to that Catholic Gamer Dude Plays Prison Architect. This is the inaugural episode where we once again try to build a prison. For those who remember the last attempt for this series, the intro version, the guys who made this game, pushed out an update for hot water and heat, and that kind of kiboshed our prison because they turned on automatically and all of our showers were cold, and then everything just kind of went to pieces. So, for those who don't know, welcome. What is this game about? This is about what it says in the title, building a prison. The idea is that you put together a prison to house inmates, and, you know, you just kind of build out your prison, make it as big as possible. There are some goals in terms of the grants and stuff like that, but mostly it's a sandbox game of trying to manage a prison. One of the most unique things about this kind of sim, in my mind, from a philosophy standpoint, is that unlike everything else, the people who are here don't want to be here. You know, I mean, it's a prison, right? I mean, they came here because they did something naughty. So, that has an interesting dynamic compared to other sim games where you're trying to attract people to come to your place. In this one, you manage their needs to a large degree, but there's always going to be some issues just simply because the people that you're trying to attract don't want to be there. So, and I've always found that to be an interesting dynamic about this game, and that's why I've plunged quite a few hours into it already while it was in early access. And now that it's complete, quote unquote, and the team has moved on to like other stuff, save for maybe bug fixes or things like that, then I feel the game is stable enough, for better or for worse, so we can go ahead and get started. As you can see here, I've already got the planning out for at least for the detention center, which is the first part of this. And the reason why I did that is because I like taking my time and planning things out, and so you guys don't have to hear me mumble half the time. So I think I might do that for each video depending upon my plan for each episode. I haven't quite figured out if that's the format I want, because it takes a little bit of time to invest it, and I figure if I'm going to invest the time, why not record it? But we'll just see how the ebb and flow goes. So, what I basically done, for those who are not familiar, is that I have accepted 2 grants. Grants kind of give you a guide as far as how you want to build out your prison, at least to kind of introduce you to some of the mechanics and things like that. So I've grabbed a basic detention center. Oh, you can exit them now? That's really cool. I didn't even see that. That might have been in there for a while, and I've just never noticed it until now. So, Basic Detention Center and Administration Center. So, the first one is the Basic Detention Center, and what that is that it's just a holding pen, essentially, for your prisoners, but it also has the basic necessities. So, what I've drawn up here is we've got our... this is actually going to be the holding cell. It's going to have, like, a toilet, and I actually need to plan that out to actually add, like, a bench. I think it's... like that. And then here's going to be the shower. This is the canteen. And then here's going to be the kitchen. This is our access hallway. And here's going to be the yard. So let's go ahead and start planning this sucker out. And so I've got everything paused at the moment. Plan some of this out. And then we're going to add a large jail door here, and then a large jail door. Interesting. Okay. Well, we're gonna add a couple of staff doors here. Add a staff door here. Add a couple of regular doors here, and then that should be it for right now. So let's go ahead, move forward. Here come our wonderful workmen. These dudes are the backbone of any prison. They're going to be out there building stuff for you. They're waiting for their supplies. And let's see here. Should be able to add a large jail door here. No. I guess because the tree is in the way. And we're going to go ahead and speed this up a little bit. What I'm also going to do is turn off the intake. We'll close it for right now. Mostly because we probably won't have this completed. And in fact, I haven't even started thinking about the utilities shed. And what that is that obviously you need power to run all this stuff. So while they're thinking that out, let's go ahead and really quick plan. See, this is why I'm not quite sure if I'm going to have a planning section for an episode that you guys don't see, because I'm not very good at planning. 7 here. So what's interesting about this is that they did stick with the heat aspect of this. So we do want to have all kinds of fun and interesting utilities. And then we're gonna have like a power generator. Having said that, probably want to remove that portion of it, because with the heat, the thing about the power generator, let me see how many space does that take. The thing about the power generator is that if it shorts out or blows up or something and it goes next to the water, then the thing could explode. So that's what we want to avoid. So that's about 3 by 3. Okay. So we're going to plan this out. 3 by 3. Okay. That'll help things. And then it'll make it a bit easier to do that. Actually, we want to do that. Okay, sounds like one of the buildings got completed. No. So we also eventually want to add capacitors to this. So capacitor, walking space, wall. Need that much space? Think so. Alright. So I have the power generator there. Just looks a little more aesthetically pleasing. Have it right there. Then put that there. That will give us the ability to add the power. And then the next stage is still working on that. On that main building to get the trees out. But they're going to be done soon. So, and in fact, they're done right now. So I paused it because I want to add necessary objects. What we really want is for the room. So let's go ahead and add canteen. And it's complaining about missing stuff. Let's go ahead and add some objects. I have a serving table here. I do not recall them being this large. Fascinating. All right, well, we're going to have it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here and here. That doesn't mess up too much of my original plan. Objects. Gonna have a do we want a jail door to the canteen? Nah, I think we'll just have 2 regular doors. Okay. And then, oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Put a trash can bin here. And then tables. Did they widen this stuff, or am I just not remembering everything? Okay. Bench. Bench. We will figure this out later. May need to extend the walls a little bit. Once again, not the smartest. Planning, objects, clear. Objects. Benches. 4 wide. So I remember there's at least 1 space between the 2. Alright. I also think... Oh, we just cleared one of the benches. Tables. Okay. Let's... Before we cause any more damage there. Got some staff doors. Let's go plan the canteen. No, not the canteen. Kitchen. Line this out. Good stuff. Need cooker, fridge, and sink. Okay. And so for objects, get ourselves a couple of cookers. Put those right here. 2, 3. Put a trash can right there. Couple of fridges. 1, 2, 3. And then a couple of sinks. 1, 2. And then we'll just leave it there for now. So that gives them something to do. The other thing that we're going to do is we're going to add on to this. Hopefully that doesn't delete the wall. Oh, gosh. That's not what I wanted to do. Yeah. All right. So now that we got them going back onto that, hopefully they don't delete the wall there. That would be bad. And then we will go ahead and just build out the rest of... No. I had planned this. Brick wall. Yoot. Yoot. And yoot. And we'll add a brick wall here too. And the reason why is because we want rooms here. Holding cell. Holding cell needs a toilet and a bench. And I'm going to add some beds because it'll probably be a while before 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It'll be a little while before we put together a holding cell. Yeah, and I've gotten some of the stuff off. One thing that's frustrating me is that I built all this stuff out and then completely forgot that benches are 4 instead of 3. So that's why things look a little silly. But we will get there with that. Let us get started with the building of this sucker for the power station. And then we will see what we can see about the... where's that for? Did I just place a staffing door right there in the middle of nowhere? I'm gonna dismantle that sucker. Nice. Okay. Well, we're off to a bad start here, but that's okay. Got this, got that. And then... going to add that here, and then we're going to add another large jail door. And what this is going to be over here is the yard. Rooms, yard. Let that continue, and then we will grab a shower here. We're going to build some walls here. Our boys are working tirelessly. Get this stuff set up. Turned off intake because that would be bad if they did that. Actually, let's scale it back down just a little bit. Do some more planning. That's a 7x9. We don't need as much for the water pump, if I recall correctly. Oops. Nope. We want to isolate them out from each other, the water pump and the power station, because it would be very unfortunate if the two were to ever meet. So we'll put that there, object, and then put a staff door here, staff door here. Okay. And then we're going to put in a hot water pump, which is a new thing. I don't need that much room, I don't think. Put in utilities, get a water boiler. Let's see here. Water pump station, capacitor. Add the capacitor here real quick. We get that for free. The water boiler. Go ahead and just add that here for now. I don't think we will need too much at the moment. But we'll see how that works out. Just kind of create the extra thing. The water boiler stuff is something that's new to me. So we'll have to see how all that works out. Objects, staff door. Yeah, there we go. Our boys are working tirelessly. Locked. Really? cancel. Interesting. I wonder why the route is blocked. Close the door. Close the door. That's weird. Things kind of off kilter just a little bit. What is going on? Oh. Objects. Large jail door. I've walled in everybody. Actually, what we'll do here is just dismantle wall here for now. Somebody can prioritize that. This guy's like, I'm trapped! I'm trapped! I have the jail doors last. Okay, let's go ahead and speed this up. And then we will slow that down just for a minute. And then add another large jail door here. And here. And here. And the reason why is because this will isolate things out. Do I need right click to cancel? I think I'll actually just keep this hallway open. Because we got the airlock here, and the airlock is important because we need to be sure that we don't that the prisoners do not get access outside here. I'm trying to think of, did we need another one here? But the answer is really no. And the reason why is because I ultimately want to have the prisoners working in the kitchen. For those who don't remember the previous walkthrough, or were not here for it before, we are a reform-minded prison. Our objective is to keep the reoffending rate down. So that means we're going to be building out a bunch of stuff for things like... we're going to be building out a bunch of things such as the... like schools and, you know, chapels and things like that. Sounds like that our power station is about to come online. There we go. The boiler up and running. Also need to get the piping in place, but we will do that shortly. Water main in place as well. Then we'll probably just build down here. So our objective ultimately is wire up the showers with both hot and cold water. And I think that was the limiting factor because in the past, oh yeah, I should probably build out the shower a little bit too. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shower heads. Oop, 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 oop. There we go, there we go, there we go. Okay. So when we get all the utilities and stuff in place, then we can start wiring up the rooms. And we will get there. It's been taking some time, but this is how we plan things out. Got these 2 jail doors. Alright, that stuff is active. Let's see what we can do here. Power usage is already a little higher than I would like. Let's go ahead and add a couple of capacitors here. Just like that. Then for the electricity, I think we'll just have 1 wire down here. Hook these guys up, these guys up. And that should be sufficient for that. For the large pipes piping into here. Hot water. Not quite sure how these work. We'll see. Let's have a look here. No, 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 no. That's gonna cause all kinds of problems. At least for my thinking. And then we will run the pipe here. And extend it to this toilet. And for the cold water, run it across here. I think that'll work. In case you don't know, while I have played a lot of Prison Architect, so much has changed since the last time I did any of this stuff that it's kind of iffy how much I actually know about this. So that's interesting. I wonder. Water boiler. Not sure if that's hot or cold water. I thought the pipes showed you whether it was hot or cold. Interesting. Okay, well, this might be completely unnecessary. In fact, let's halt all progress there. Dismantle utilities here, 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 here. Cancel all that. Cancel all that. There we go. There we go. There we go. And we'll just hook that up for now. Utilities, water boiler, large pipe. Oh, hot water pipe. Okay. Interesting. All right, so that's all that. Okay, we have to start this over. Okay. Using the wrong pipe. So what we'll do is here, do it that way. And then for the hot water, I guess the water boiler here. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Distribute those. And then I guess we'll need to figure out if there's a different mechanism or how far we can extend these. Because this is all, that part is new to me, is the hot water. Or whether we need to pump like a metric ton of water just everywhere. Or, you know, how far these hot water pipes actually extend. That's going to be the key. To get that stuff in place. So, it's taken a little bit for me to kind of get my bearings on this, and the capacitor's already kind of like juicing out. Gonna have to start actually having prisoners soon if this is gonna work. But we'll get there. Part of it is because I'm doing the dismantling as well. Plus, we built out a fairly significant holding system for these guys. But what I am going to do is I'm going to next intake 8, then fill capacity. I don't have a capacity? Oh yeah, okay, fine. Do 8. And then we will see what we can see here. Still setting this stuff up. Alright. So at least we got cold showers. Still waiting on the hot water pipes. We'll see how far those hot water pipes extend. There we go. And then we will add more hot water pipes and see what their reach is. Because that's where I'm new to this portion. We want to have more pipes there. So we'll see how this goes. Alright, so far it looks like it reaches. Oops. Did I not extend it far enough? Oh, they're still getting more stuff. Even more pipes. Let's do it, boys. All right, so this part is a little slower than I was expecting, mostly because all right, so we've got the hot water and the cold water. All right, that's good enough for that. Let's go back to the utilities. Let's see how far we can push these pipes. Because that was the thing that I really wasn't quite sure about with all this. We'll just have the main go through there for now. And then I think we'll be set up to receive our first prisoners as they come in, which will be good. Sure, it cost us a pretty penny to get all this stuff set up, but how much did we originally receive for the grant? We received 20,000 advance, 10,000 for completion, then 5,000 advance payment, 5,000 completion. So we will have to work pretty diligently. But I think we're in the right spot so far. That's a lot of stuff. All right. Step it up. We got prisoners coming in. Hire at least 2 guards. Yeah, it's probably good to hire 2 guards. And then hire 2 cooks. Good stuff. Now we're basically completed. We have a secure prison. And, what's that? That was weird. Oh, prisoners are arriving. Are they? No. I guess that was the warning that they're coming. Okay, well. That's good as is. Oh, lockup, I guess. Interesting. Okay. Well, one other thing that we'll do is... one last place that we do is exports. Because we got plenty of wood. So we'll make a bit of cash off of that. Hopefully. The canteen's still complaining about there are no prisoners assigned to eat in the canteen. That'll solve itself once we actually get prisoners coming in. I have 2 staff doors. Wonder why I did that. That also contains a staff door. All right, well, we got people coming in. All right. Let's slow it down. Let's see who we got here. Storm Raven the Human. Okay. Fall in love with crazy chick. Good partners in crime. Devil Lewis part. They'll call the name. Crimes of work. Already never took us alive. Great. Okay. Anderson. Simon Anderson. Sentenced to 6 years for multiple crimes, including aggravated vehicle theft, dangerous driving, etc., etc. So, these are our first guys that are coming in. And let's see here. Who else we got? Tim Rien, I don't know. Sean Venning. Anybody else here? Let's see. Here. Reed, Naval Expert Taft. Okay. After many years of serving in the secret society's navy, Reed was charged with destruction of aircraft carriers, falsely accused enemy spies work Stingray. An officer in that navy was destroying his warships. That sounds really weird. Duncan Rogers, Bo, King of Southwest Xi'an, former member of the National People's Congress and mayor of Chongqing, sends his life imprisonment for plot treason, even though he's like, yeah. So basically, if you were a Kickstarter of this, you could add in your own biography, and it usually doesn't line up with what the game decided that you were convicted of. So, there's that. Having said that, I think we're pretty much filled out at the moment. Let's see, we're actually making about 1,333 per day, which is cool. The prisoners are going to start complaining soon about the fact that they have no real cells. So that's going to be a bit of an issue. Utilities. Those hot water pipes are actually extending pretty far. Let's see here. It's weird that the coloration is off on that, but whatever. We'll deal with that later. And they're going to go through their routine. And we're just going to let it play out for a bit. Human 1. Somebody's got to use the can, I guess, or they're just gonna hobble around there for the free time, I guess, because there's a holding cell. And at least they'll have beds so that they can sleep while they're in the holding cell, which is good. Anything else? I believe that is it. As these prisoners will go through their routine in the next episode, we'll be building out an administration center, which we'll need for a bunch of other stuff. Interesting. Notebook page. Okay. Okay. So those are some of the extra hidden stuff that you can find as you look around. For those, in case you're wondering, this is kind of a warm-up episode for this stuff, but more stuff is going to be happening as we move forward. I can't put in a regime in place. You need a warden to prepare to report, but that's okay. What's gonna happen is that I've tried to make this as difficult as possible because I always found the game a little too easy. So I've turned on weather, I've turned on gangs, I've turned on events, I've turned on just about all the options that you can think of to make the game a little bit harder. We have a much smaller plot to start with, so it's going to be very interesting. I'll be very curious to see how far we can get. So, in any event, for now, thank you very much for joining me. It's been that Catholic Gamer Dude playing Prison Architect. If you'd like to see more, please click the like. Oh, I'm sorry. If you like this video, please click the like button. If you'd like to see more, please click the subscribe button. Until next time, thank you very much. I'll see you later.